Welcome back. We've had 2 good days when the global market saw a bit of risk-off, and yesterday rather severely saw risk-off, but we ended in the green. So can we carry the good work? SGX Nifty was actually making some progress, but now we are seeing it go back to the early morning lows or almost getting there. So let's see how things pan out and ask some advice of our chart experts. Sudarshan Sukhani, Mitessh Thakkar and Prakash Gaba with us. Morning to all three of you gentlemen. Sudarshan, what's your call? Do you think we give up some of yesterday's gains?
Good morning. Well, it's very likely that we will give up some of yesterday's gains, but that would still be an outperformance given the state and the nature of the US markets. So for those who are long since yesterday or even earlier, my suggestion is that you keep a stop at 10,800 for the cash Nifty. The chances are that we may not go there. This outperformance could eventually lead to a rally. So wait patiently. If you don't have a position, you can actually go long at these lower levels. You can buy the dip, but your stop should be 10,800. Manage your risk and be long.
Okay, go long even after the 500-point rally. That's interesting, but keep 10,800 as your stop loss. Prakash Gaba and Mitessh Thakkar are also with us. Prakash, hi, morning. Would you concur with that view that despite the rally, there is still potential to go long? And what would your own stop loss be?
Good morning, Sonia. So far, the trend still looks okay. We had a target yesterday of 10,911. What we saw yesterday was 10,900. So target is achieved A, just short of 10 points. That should be okay. What I'm not very comfortable with 3 gaps after such a strong move and closer to resistance. But the trend is still intact, has not been common. If you look at the internals of many stocks, they're not showing any fatigue, except perhaps for Infosys. So I was trying to look for shorting opportunities, I was not getting it. Just because Dow has fallen, just because S&P has fallen, yes, we might react. But there's a strong support underneath. So I don't think it will break. 10,750 I would rather give, not 800, 750 perhaps. We can see a dip, but I think it's going up. The target on the upside in the days to come is still around 11,000. So I think it's up. But when I look at the Bank Nifty, exactly 27,176 was the target that I gave yesterday, is still valid. No sign of weakness, very strong support, somewhere closer to around 26,750 here. So I would say, yes, we could see a dip, we could see some kind of a sluggishness, but the trend has not been compromised as yet. So let's be stock specific.
Okay. Stock specific, not the index. Good morning, Mitessh. What would you do? Buy the dip?
Good morning, Lata. I think the idea is to buy the dip because as of now, the trend remains on the upside. We managed to get past this 10,830 levels with a gap up. So this entire gap zone of 10,815, 840, a 25-point range becomes the immediate support. So anything close to that would be a good buying opportunity. In fact, we might get that early in the morning. And if this 10,815 is not being broken, then I suspect this 10,940, which was the recent high, should be tested and possibly crossed. And we could even look at targets of 11,050, 70 on the upside. So for the time being, maintain a positive bias unless until we start breaking below 10,815, to which I would say the probability is on the lower side.
Okay, what about individual stocks then? Sudarshan, good morning. If you do believe that this market has further upsides, what do you think the leaders of the rally could be, and what would your stock ideas be today?
Well, it's broadly private sector banks, pharma and FMCG, and these are the 3 sectors that should remain cheerful. So Oro Pharma, which had a small correction, is now completing that correction, is looking towards a rally. I would suggest going and buying Oro Pharma, and generally pharma should remain cheerful, relatively. Then HDFC Bank, which has outperformed, yesterday I explained that it is now giving a bullish head and shoulder breakout after the outperformance, and that's remarkable. So there's probably much more upside there. HDFC Bank is a buying opportunity. And finally, from the FMCG pack, Britannia. Britannia is a buy. There are 2 short sells, Sun TV and Reliance Infra. Both are at their new lows, making new lows. Keep them for intraday.
Fair enough. Okay, positive on 3 of those stocks. Mitessh, what about you? What would you be bullish on stock-wise?
I have all 4 buys. Cummins had a good breakout and positive expansion signals on the chart yesterday. So buy with a stop at 812.5, look for 865 as the primary target. MGL, it was a call yesterday as well. The candlestick pattern is quite good. So fresh buying can be done with a stop at 875 for targets close to about 950. Power Grid, good gap breakout, positive news flow there yesterday. So that's a buy with a stop at 188 for targets of 202. And Ramco Cement is a buy as well. Keep a stop at 634, look for targets of 670.
Okay, and Prakash also has all 4 buys and also has HDFC Bank.
That's correct. Good. Well, I was trying to find a shorting opportunity. I was not getting it. Okay. So I'll stick with what I have. HDFC Bank certainly is looking good to me. It's good also. I think it's climbing to levels closer to 2150, stop below 2100. Hindalco, again, metals were doing well yesterday along with Vedanta. I think Hindalco can climb to around 230 zones, stop below 220. IndusInd Bank, I love this stock. I have it in my portfolio since pre-IPO days. Target on the upside 1670, stop below 1600. And ITC also, I have it in my portfolio. I disclose. I think it can climb to around 285 zones, stop below 175. So all 4 buys.
Okay, all 4 buys. Well, looks like everyone's in a very bullish mood this morning. Lots of buy calls coming in, more upsides expected. Let's see which way things go. But let's focus on some corporates now. The Ircon stock saw a big rally yesterday on heavy volumes. MK Singh, the Director of Finance at Ircon International, joins us now on the phone line to apprise us of the latest as far as the business is concerned. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for joining us. Because of your dominant position in the railway sector, I just wanted to check with you, how is the situation on the ground? I mean, we're hearing that orders have picked up. In general, execution is also moving well. But you tell us, how is the situation now and what's your own order book looking like?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, Ircon has a very robust order book. Approximately to the tune of 27,000 crore. And our effort in the year has been to convert the order books into revenue. And that efforts can be seen in the growth which we have shown in the first half year of the current financial year. And we continue on the progress path, and we intend ending the year on a very high note, almost 15 to 20% growth in terms of turnover. And also, accordingly, the bottom line will also improve. And the scenario obtaining as on the ground is extremely positive for us. The work environment is positive. All the tenders and all the agencies which work for us are in place, and they are doing the work in full steam.
Okay. Mr. Singh, you're almost through with the 3rd quarter. Can you give us some idea how good the execution has been? In the first half, you did about 1,800 crores in revenues.
Right.
How does the 3rd quarter look?
3rd quarter, as you know, we are still in the last month of the 3rd quarter, so we don't have the financials ready. But it is robust, and it will be showing at least a 15 to 20% growth compared to last year on year-to-year basis.
Okay.
And we have got a target for us, which is approximately 4,500 crore for the current year in terms of the top line.
Okay.
So we hope to be near that by end of the year.
Oh, then you will do actually double the revenues that you have done in the first half if you have to reach 4,500, right?
That's right, and that is the usual scenario obtaining in any infrastructure company.
Fair enough.
The second half is always very good, actually.
Okay. There was also some reports that you're looking to monetize your BOT road assets. I understand that you have 4 road assets in Maharashtra, Rajasthan, MP and Karnataka, valued at almost 4,700 crores. Anything moved on that front over the next 6 to 8 months? Anything that you would monetize?
Yes. As we have declared in our road shows earlier in the year, and also in our these conferences everywhere, we intend seriously monetizing the road projects. As you are aware, we have 2 road projects where we are collecting the tolls. We have made progress in terms of moving ahead in finding some agency to whom we can sell this off on a very good margin. And we will be completing this task in next 6 months.
You said your order book is 27,000 crores, right? At the end of the first half, it was 22,400 crore when we spoke to you.
Right.
How is the tender position looking? Are there still bids that are going to be called for or are waiting to be opened? What might be the order book position by year end?
Actually, let me just give you a position that the total value of the work in hand is approximately 36,000 crore, out of which 27,000 crore is what we have converted into. Actually, we have started execution in 27,000 crore value.
Okay.
So next 6 months, I think we'll be going with more tenders to reach near 36,000 crore, which we have in our book.
Okay. You also said that you're looking to monetize some of your road assets over the next 6 months. What would the quantum of those of that monetization be, and what will the funds be used for?
Well, I can't put a value on this, but certainly it will be more than 1,000 crores in terms of monetizing 2 road assets at least.
Okay. What's your EBITDA margin normally?
EBITDA margin will be 15% at the very least. That is what we have been having historically, and we intend maintaining the same thing, even though we are working primarily in domestic sector now. Foreign projects obviously give us a very handsome EBITDA margin, but as of now we are low on the foreign projects and high on the domestic segments. But this scenario is going to change in very quickly, maybe by end of the FY19.
Okay, so this 1,000 crores amount that you're expecting to get from monetization of projects, I assume that would be used to reduce your debt. What is the debt on the books of the company?
There are no debtors on the books. We have cleared the loans.
Okay.
There is nothing outstanding on our books except for a technical loan which we have obtained from IRFC to pay to Ministry of Railway for land monetization.
All right, Mr. Singh, that looks like a rosy picture. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. I'm not surprised that the stock has been buzzing so much. We have to take a short break on that note. Up next, 2 economists join us, Devendra Pant of India Ratings and Soumyakanti Ghosh, Chief Economic Advisor of State Bank, to analyse the Madhya Pradesh farm loan waiver and more that look likely to come.